Here are 10 basic kinematics functions in C++ that you can very easily implement in your code. All of the code is using meters and meters per second as units of measurement. Let's start. The delta function is a helper method for calculating the difference between two values. It takes two arguments, final and starting, and returns the difference. This function simplifies repetitive calculations, particularly for changes in time, velocity, or distance. The getAverageVelocity function computes the average velocity between 2 points. It takes the starting and ending distances, along with the starting and ending times, as inputs. The formula divides the difference in distances by the difference in times. The getAcceleration function calculates the average acceleration. It uses the starting and final velocities and the corresponding times to compute the change in velocity divided by the change in time, as expressed in the formula. The getDistanceByVelocity and time function determines an object's new position based on its initial position, velocity, and time interval. The formula calculates the new position after a given time. The getDistanceByVelocity acceleration and time function calculates the distance traveled using the starting position, initial velocity, acceleration, and time interval. This function applies the kinematic equation, which accounts for constant velocity and acceleration. The getFinalVelocity function computes the final velocity of an object after a given time, assuming constant acceleration. The formula adds the product of acceleration and time to the initial velocity. The getFinalVelocity function calculates the square of the final velocity based on the starting velocity, acceleration, and the change in position. The formula is used to eliminate the need for time when determining velocity. The getDistanceByAverageVelocity function determines the total distance traveled based on the average velocity and the time interval. The formula multiplies the average velocity by the time difference. The getTimeByDistanceVelocity acceleration function solves for the time required to travel a certain distance, given the starting velocity, acceleration, and change in position. It rearranges the kinematic equation into standard quadratic form, and then applies the quadratic formula. Finally, the getTimeByVelocity acceleration function computes the time required to change velocity with a given acceleration. It uses the formula for getting the change in velocity by the acceleration. Those were 10 easy functions that you can implement in C++. For more videos, make sure to smash the like and subscribe buttons and tune in to the next videos.